I don't really hold a grudge like with you.
Right.
And, but Helen had to win every argument all the time.
Right.
Hold a grudge or bear a grudge means for one person to be angry at another person because of something the other person presumably did wrong, and they're unable to let go of the anger for some reason. Or maybe they don't want to let go of the anger. And then oftentimes the person who they have the grudge against isn't necessarily does not necessarily include all of the people that they're angry at, but that person becomes representative of a person's anger, and so they tend to hold it unfairly against one person or two people or a small group of people, even though there might be a lot of other people that they could equally hold the anger against, but for some reason they don't. I try not to hold grudges, but it can be very difficult sometimes, and a lot of times just for very, very petty reasons. For example, there's people in my life from way back when who might have said silly little things that I got upset about, and for some strange reason, even years later, I'm holding it against them, which doesn't seem right, but yet I still do, in spite of all my attempts not to hold a grudge. A lot of people are still holding a grudge against Dick Cheney because they blame him for starting the war in Iraq, for leading the president astray. And they are still angry, and they're just as angry now as they were 10 years ago. My sister has been holding a grudge against me for the last 10 years because I didn't go to her wedding because I was too sick. I told her I was too sick to go, but she's still holding the grudge.
Yeah, I'll go see him. I'll say hello for you.
Yeah, tell him he's
Well, Frank Griffin called me, too.
Did he really?
Yeah, he chewed me out.
Yeah, right. But
to chew someone out refers to getting angry at someone or to criticizing someone in a fairly harsh way. It can also be used more metaphorically, when maybe the actual level of complaining isn't so harsh, but it might just seem harsh relative to the mistake or the disagreement that was made. It seems to have two basic sources. One is the idea that when somebody is becoming angry and they're yelling or talking in an angry way, that their mouth will move up and down as if they're chewing. It will look a lot like they're chewing. Similarly is the idea that if somebody is chewing something, that they're kind of destroying the thing. So if you say, my boss chewed my face out, you can imagine metaphorically that the boss is actually biting on the other person and causing them physical distress, even though what they're really doing is just yelling at them and causing them emotional distress. I showed up late 2 days in a row last week, and my boss chewed me out for 15 minutes, that if I ever showed up late again, that he would fire me. The basketball team was losing by a wide margin, so at halftime the coach took the opportunity to chew out the players during the entire halftime in hopes that in the second half they would turn the game around and win the game. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They lost miserably, and a lot of the players actually blamed the coach for getting them so depressed they were not able to play at their highest level. ESL-fullsteamahead.com